Dorian Gray. So I'm actually glad I did some research on this character. This whole time I thought Dorian Gray was like an urban legend, or like a character similar to Dracula or Santa, a character based off of some kind of real person, or at least some type of connection to reality. But it turns out Dorian Gray is a fictional character through and through. He is the anti-hero in the book The Picture of Dorian Gray. If you are unfamiliar with the term anti-hero, it's a character who isn't truly evil or good and occasionally assists the protagonist when their goals align with each other. But anyway, back to Dorian Gray. What made me so interested with this character is his painting and the mysterious properties of it. So apparently Dorian Gray traded his soul with he who shall not be named for everlasting youth and vitality. He doesn't get sick and he won't push up daisies. However, if you see Dorian's painting, it does get old and it does get sick and gets every single ailment Dorian would get, sparing him of the effects of living. In order to put Dorian down, you have to destroy the painting. Or at least that's how it was in the League of Extraordinary Gentlemen. I watched that movie over a decade ago and haven't seen it since. Maybe it's worth another watch. I'll put it on my list right after Signs. In addition to that movie, Dorian Gray has a number of films and appears in TV shows like Penny Dreadful. I kind of want to read that book now, just so I can understand the character Dorian Gray a little bit better. If only I liked reading. The story of Dorian Gray makes me think of the Fountain of Youth. What is it with humans and wanting to live forever? My bad, be young forever, but not too young. There's like a sweet spot in there that people want. This reminds me of an episode of The Twilight Zone. So there was this guy who made a deal with he who shall not be named so he could live forever. The deal was he could keep his soul as long as he never asked for death. Long story short, his wife did something to him. I don't really remember what it was, and she ended up dying, but I don't think he killed her. I think it was by accident. So the guy goes to jail for unaliving his wife and gets a life sentence. So now he's going to be in prison forever because he can't die. This guy could live without his wife, but he couldn't live with the thought of being in prison for all time. So he ended up forfeiting his soul so he could eventually pass on. Sad stuff, right? That took a dark turn, so let's look at some happy images for the next 15 seconds. Okay, yes, this is exactly what I needed. The moral of the story is don't seek eternal life. Or maybe it's don't have paintings of yourself. I don't know. Maybe the moral is I should have chose a different character for this video. Yeah, I think that's it.